But first on RTÉ Radio 1, time for the RTÉ weather and sea area forecast as we go over to Met Éireann, and there first now, Gerry Murphy.
Thank you very much indeed, Sarah, and a very good evening from Met Éireann. Well, it's a very showery night across the country, and indeed we're going to see further heavy showers overnight with a continued risk of hail and isolated thunderstorms. Now, this will affect many parts of the country, but eastern parts of Ulster and Leinster will stay mainly dry with clear spells, though there will be showers in the southeast. These heavy showers may give the risk of spot flooding in some of the heavier downpours. Lowest temperatures of 4 to 7 degrees with moderate to fresh southwesterly winds, which will be strong and gusty near west and south coasts. Tomorrow Sunday then will be a cool and blustery day with sunny spells and showers. These will be most frequent over the western half of the country with a continued risk of hail and isolated thunderstorms. Highest temperatures of 9 to 12 degrees with moderate to fresh gusty southwest winds, again strong near west and north coasts. And then tomorrow night, a further band of heavy or prolonged showers will spread eastwards right across the country, again with a continued risk of hail and thunderstorms. Some very heavy showers expected tomorrow night, so spot flooding may occur in places, and it will continue blustery with fresh gusty west to northwest winds, which will continue strong on west and north coasts, and the temperature tomorrow night will fall to between 4 and 8 degrees. Monday will see an improvement. There will be scattered showers, but there'll be good sunny spells as well, and the showers will gradually die out later in the day, and the winds will tend to ease as well. However, a band of heavy rain will cross the country later on Monday night and early Tuesday, with further showers following then, and the weather continuing unsettled for the coming days. And now the sea area forecast for the next 24 hours. There is a gale warning in operation and a small craft warning in operation. The meteorological situation at 9 p.m. A deep depression of 955 hectopascals well to the northwest of Ireland moves slowly southeastwards and maintains a strong to gale force unstable southwest airflow over the country with showery troughs embedded in the flow. Forecast for coasts from Carnsore Point to Sline Head to Malin Head. Wind southwest force 7 or gale force 8, decreasing west to southwest force 6 or 7 for a time overnight, but then increasing gale force 8 north of Sline Head early on Sunday. Later becoming west to northwest force 6 to gale force 8, strongest north of Erris Head. Weather, heavy or prolonged showers of rain or hail with a risk of thunder. Visibility, moderate or poor in showers, otherwise good. Forecast for coasts from Malin Head to Howth Head to Carnsore Point and for the Irish Sea. Wind south to southwest force 6 or 7, occasionally reaching gale force 8 in the Irish Sea, becoming southwest force 6 or 7 on Sunday morning and continuing the same for the rest of the period. Weather, some showers in the south of the region, but fairer weather further north. Visibility moderate or poor in showers, but otherwise good. The outlook then for a further 24 hours until midnight on Monday. Strong to gale force west to northwest winds, strongest on west and north coasts, gradually decreasing moderate to fresh northwesterly on Monday. Further showers, but these will gradually die out later on Monday. And now the coastal reports at 11 p.m. Malin Head, south 23 knots, gust 38 knots, fair 21 miles, 981, falling slowly. Buoy M5 off the South Wexford coast, southwest 26 knots, gust 35 knots, wave height 3.7 metres. The visibility at Tusker Lighthouse is greater than 10 miles, 990, falling slowly. Roaches Point, southwest 26 knots, gust 37 knots, cloudy 7 miles, 988, falling slowly. Valentia, southwest 19 knots, gust 35 knots, rain shower 3 miles, 985, falling slowly. Belmullet, southwest 16 knots, fair 7 miles, 979, falling slowly. And finally, Dublin Airport, south 11 knots, fine 16 miles, 986 and falling slowly. Well, that's the end of the forecast from everyone here. A very good night to you, and back to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Gerry. And now, just as we've gone past the hour of midnight, over to the newsroom.
RTÉ News at midnight with Kasia Turney. Good morning.